Lacey Chabert and Andrew W. Walker are two of my favourite Hallmark actors, so straight away I knew there would be elements of my Secret Valentine that I enjoyed. This is a 2018 film directed by Bradley Walsh, written by Carrie Freedle, and I'm very pleased to say it did not disappoint. That's not to say that it's my all-time favourite Hallmark film, but there was nothing about it that I think could have been done slightly differently. I was very relieved to find that no characters overreacted. This is something that I find can really ruin a movie. Hallmark characters sometimes will reveal something about themselves and the other person will flip out for no reason. But sometimes Hallmark characters are very reasonable. That's the case here. I'm not going to say who or why, but I did find the narrative to be really, well, not refreshing as such, but it is, I think, the first one where it's set on a vineyard, to the best of my knowledge, that I have seen, of course. So it focuses on Lacey Chabert's character, Chloe, and her father wants to tell her something important but in person. So she goes to visit her father, who runs the Grange family vineyard, winery, and he decides to tell her that he's actually considering retiring and selling it to what it turns out to be a corporation. And Seth Anderson, played by Andrew W. Walker, is the representative of that corporation who has gone along to meet with Chloe's father. And needless to say, Chloe is not best pleased about this. She doesn't want the family business to be sold off. Obviously, she wants her father to be happy, but she doesn't get along with Seth for no reason other than he's the person who may be signing the contract and buying over the family business. Will they be able to put their differences behind them and realise that sparks are actually flying? I'm not going to say what happens. I will say that Seth as a character is really interesting. I really liked him. I thought he had a really great attitude, a really likeable character. Chloe as well. I didn't feel like she was being completely unreasonable. She herself admitted that, she, because of her emotional attachment, she's having issues with this potential sale. She does realise that her father has a right to retire, so it's not clear what how she will respond to certain things, and I really like that. There's this whole secretive aspect of this as well. The secret aspect is notes keep being left on a chalkboard in the guest house that Chloe owns, left of course by the current resident, and there's a bit of secret flirtation. Who is leaving these secret messages? Well, I will say that we find out long before Chloe does, and I feel like she probably could have worked it out much sooner if she paid a bit of attention and kind of used her brain a little bit. That's the only unbelievable part of this. I didn't really believe that she wouldn't have been able to figure it out much sooner. But aside from that, the character was pretty clever. I liked her reactions, I liked her emotions. She felt realistic, very well rounded. The same with Seth. I found that Chloe's father was a little bit grumpy for no apparent reason. Maybe he's just weary in his ways and looking to get things moving. I don't know. But I enjoyed it. The scenery was beautiful. As I said, I don't personally think I've seen a Hallmark film set on a vineyard. If I have, it would have been an unmemorable one because I can't remember it. This is one that I'm definitely happy to recommend.